Welcome to the Six Figure Business Mastery Podcast, where every week Kirsten and Jeannie dive into the essential topics to fuel your business growth. From copywriting to course creation, mindset to video marketing, they've got you covered. Tune in for expert guest interviews on all things marketing and business, and learn how to work on your business, not just in it. So, get ready to unlock your business potential and take it to the next level.
And so today we're going to talk to you about how small businesses can use AI, give you our thoughts on it and our opinions. And we always love to hear what your thoughts are. So make sure to leave us a comment if you have a thought about it. But I do not believe that AI is going to take over the world. But I do believe it is an amazing tool for business owners to use.
I think it's really interesting that some people are scared of it. And that surprises me. I guess I understand that it's new and people are talking about it and it's doing things that we ask it to do. I don't know. So I guess.
And I think what's interesting is I think in our space, everyone really knows about Chat and Bard. Those are the two that everybody's using. But we've been using AI for a long time because we were using Closer's Copy.
Yep.
And we were using Jasper. Again, Grammarly is not really an AI tool, but to some extent it is. And so when you think about it, a lot of business owners have been using AI tools for a long time. I feel like because it's become more mainstream, that is getting just a lot of negative press, so to speak. And I think about all the things that are going on in the world today, the war in Ukraine and just all the different things that are happening, the environment. And if that's the way you want to look at it, you absolutely can. And it's like anything else. Everything's a double-edged sword, right? There's pros and cons to everything. But as human beings, if we can use tools like this ethically, then I think that these tools can really be a benefit to society and definitely a benefit to business owners. So I think it's the news that I think kind of scares people.
And that's the word, wasn't it? Ethically. Because we can, like you said, the internet, there's scary places on there as well, but we use it ethically. We treat it, respectfully, if you will. And it does great things for us. It helps us reach more people.
Speaking of respectfully, okay, so let's talk about the two that I think are most popular right now, which is Chat and Bard, and how people are using them, how we're using them, and what we're finding that our clients are thinking about it. So what are your thoughts, Jeannie?
I have been using Chat more than Bard. I know that Chat came on quicker and grew quicker than anything. And then Bard came along a little bit after, but I have been hearing really good things about Bard and the responses that it's giving you. Because I find with ChatGPT, sometimes I will ask it a question in a couple different ways and it gives me very similar answers. And when I was actually looking for something a little bit different. So, which also goes to the point of it has a lot to do with what you're putting into it is what you're getting out of it.
So when you're asking a question, they refer to it as a prompt. And that can lead us to some of the ways that we use it. I think is just research and ideas, right? Because when you're thinking about creating content, we know our topics, we know our stories, we know what we talk about, but sometimes you're doing different research. So it's great to have all that research at your fingertips and it happens so quickly. It's also not as a creative person, like you're writing a blog post or you're writing a video script or you're writing content for a website or a funnel. You're always sitting there looking at that totally blank page. And sometimes it's just helpful to have something to start with. And I know that one of the concerns for a lot of people is that there are going to be people writing blog posts and ebooks and novels, all done by AI. And so there's not going to be any real human connection. There's not going to be the stories and the points of view of the person who's writing it. And we really think that's wrong. I think that the whole point of creating a blog post or a video is really to share your ideas and thoughts about things. And yes, you can use the AI tool to create a lot of great content ideas for you, and then you can mold them from there.
Absolutely. It's interesting. There's so many great ways to use it. And we actually did an experiment where we took a blog post that we had written. No, it was actually a video. We took the transcript of a video that we had done and we put it in and we asked it to rewrite it as a blog. And it did come out really well. It always needs some editing, which I feel like it should, but it was pretty impressive.
What I love about that is we're not sending it out to the internet to search for something that someone else has written, and then we're using that. what we're doing is we're giving it the transcript from a video that one of us created or both of us, and then we're just asking it to rewrite it. And what I loved about that when we finished was it sounded so much like us. If you read it, and it's really funny for you guys who know us or don't know us, but if you were to take a transcript of each of our videos, if you knew us, you would know which video was which person. You would be able to tell really quickly by the tone and the words that are used and how the sentences are structured. It wouldn't take long for you to go, oh, Jeannie wrote that one, or oh, Kirsten wrote that one. So it was fascinating to see that it could take the transcript from the video, and when it rewrote it, it really still sounded like me because it was one of my videos. That was pretty impressive. So some of the prompts that we are using and we're using with our team are things like video title. And one of the things that we think is so important is to ask Chat or Bard to write multiple titles for whatever idea you have. Generally, we never take a title that's done exactly the way it is, because generally very few of them do I like just as they are. But what it does is it gives me some different ideas of things to pull from. And sometimes it'll use words that I wouldn't necessarily use, but I still like it in that context. So by using this to generate some ideas, we're then able to structure titles that are very SEO rich, but it gives you an opportunity to just have a starting point. And it is much better at writing like hooks and copy that grabs attention, because I enjoy creating content, but I'm not necessarily a person who's writing sales copy. That's not my expertise. So I don't always write captions or things that would really capture people. And so this is actually teaching me how to do a better job of that. And it was funny because I was working on a title the other day and I wrote it, and then I asked Chat to do it. And I was like, wow, I actually used some really good language in the first one that I did. And so I did change it a little bit. But what I realized is as I've been doing this, I've been learning, which I think is pretty fantastic.
And you touched on something, and that was captions. So you can use it to write titles, but you can also use it for your social media captions. And I know that's something that sometimes we just have trouble looking at that blank screen, like looking at that blank piece of paper. And we think, where do I start? And so, like Kirsten said, I think a lot of times it helps us with that starting point, or it comes up with really nice, descriptive, creative words that you totally resonate with that do sound like you, but you just didn't think about using.
So things that we use it with our team for is obviously video title research, caption research. We use it for hooks. We can also use it to help write descriptions. I use it sometimes to help outline a video. Very seldom. I generally like to do that myself because I know what I want to talk about, but I will ask it to do some research on some things for me if I'm outlining a video for myself. You can ask it to script a video. Again, generally what it's going to script is most likely not going to sound like you, but it might give you some good ideas to add into your own script. You can use it to write blog posts, and then you can rewrite them. You can ask it for things like a title for a blog post, or headers for blog post, or subheaders for blog post. So there's little things that sometimes we take us forever to think about. And again, always ask it to write 4 or 5, because then you can look at what works for you and change it up. It's about the ideas that it's giving you. What other things do we use it for, Jeannie?
I was going to talk a little bit more about prompts, because that is so important. Don't forget, you can say, write this in a professional tone, write this for a 3-year-old, whatever it is that you think might make it write what you want it to write. And don't be afraid to be really descriptive about, I want this to be 250 words long. I need subheaders on it, depending on what you're writing it for, or I need this to be really funny or eye-catching. So make sure that you use lots of descriptive words, because it will understand those.
And I like the fact that you can regenerate. So again, you could ask it something multiple times. And again, like I said, I think it gives you just such a large amount of content to then rework for what is ideal for you. The other thing I think it's really cool is like when you're using a tool like this, I feel like it gives us the starting point, but then I think it also gives us more creativity in the sense that I find that I want to bring in more stories, and I find that telling more anecdotes about different things that have happened. When I'm busy just writing a script or an outline for something, I'm so focused on the points that I don't always get into the sharing the story and the things that can happen. By using this to help me get started, it saves me some time, and then I have more time and energy to actually share stories and things that have happened with us or with our clients.
So we hope that you can understand a little bit about how ChatGPT and Bard and some of the AI writing tools are not so scary, but that can be, in fact, be very helpful and useful in your business. Because like Kirsten said, copywriting is not always our forte. It's so important because sometimes people are just reading those words on the Facebook page or on a landing page. And you really have to make the copy is so important because it needs to be persuasive. It needs to be ideally entertaining and informative and all those good things. The AI tools can just be so helpful with those.
And what I think is really cool is the more you use a tool, I think the more it can get to know you. So for example, if we took 30 or 40 video transcripts and put them through a tool, let's say they were all my videos, and we had it rewrite those, and then we asked it to write something from me, it'll start to get to the point where it can write like me, supposedly. We haven't gotten that far yet, but I think its ability to learn to sound like the person that's using it is going to be pretty amazing in the long run. So we decided to put a question into both Chat and Bard just to see what it would come up with. And we asked it to write 3 talking points on why business owners should use you. And this is what I typed into the AI.
So this was ChatGPT's answer. 1, versatile support. I can provide versatile support across various aspects of a business, whether it's generating creative ideas, assisting with content creation, answering FAQs, or conducting research. I can quickly generate accurate and reliable information to meet the diverse needs of business owners.
Let's talk about before you move on to the next one.
Okay.
So first of all, we know that's not 100% true because it's not always accurate information. So that's one thing with a tool is you do have to make sure it is accurate. And again, there could be some mistakes. So on to the next point, Miss Jeannie.
Okay, so number 2 is time and cost efficiency. Utilizing my services can save business owners valuable time and resources. With my ability to generate content and information rapidly, business owners can delegate tasks to me, freeing up their time to focus on core business activities. This efficiency also translates into cost savings, as hiring additional staff or outsourcing certain tasks may not be necessary.
AI will probably not really replace jobs. It'll enhance jobs. I think the people who choose to use them will be able to create more content, better content, be able to do a lot of different things, whether it's art or coding or lots of different things. And in some cases, it's like anything else. Will some jobs go away? Yes. But other jobs will be created as a result of it. And so one of the things that we have found that's really helpful, because we really focus on marketing virtual assistants, and we love the fact that these are tools that they can use. So instead of thinking about it replacing our virtual assistant, we simply think of it as tools to support our virtual assistants. And it's really important.
Number 3 for Chat, access to expertise. My training on a diverse range of topics allows me to offer valuable insights and expertise to business owners, whether it's marketing strategies, customer service techniques, or industry trends. I can provide up-to-date information and suggestions that can help businesses stay competitive and make informed decisions. Then it has one last comment. It is important to note that while I can provide assistance and insights, business owners should also consult with human experts, as my responses are based on patterns and data rather than personal experience or context-specific knowledge.
So let's see what Bard had to say.
Okay, so Bard. Here are 3 talking points on why business owners should use me. 1, I can help you save time and money. I can automate many of the tasks that take up your time, such as customer service, marketing, and research. This can free you up to focus on more important things like growing your business.
That is definitely more salesy, right? So it started off with the benefit to you, which is saving time and money, which are important for most business owners. But then at the end, it's telling you this is going to free up your time so you can focus on growing your business.
Number 2, I can help you improve your customer service. I can answer customer questions, resolve issues, and provide support 24/7. This can help you improve your customer satisfaction and loyalty.
And it's interesting because more and more companies are integrating AI into their software. So I think the uses of how these tools can be used is just going to continue to expand. But I'm interested in learning about that in the future. So even though that's not something we're doing right now, I find it interesting that it's talking about it, and it makes me want to learn more about it.
Number 3, I can help you grow your business. I can help you generate leads, create marketing campaigns, and track your results. This can help you reach more customers and grow your business. I am always learning and improving. I am constantly being updated with new information and capabilities. I am unbiased. I do not have any personal opinions or biases, so I can provide you with objective information. I am confidential. I will not share your personal information with anyone without your permission. If you're a business owner, I encourage you to consider using me. I can help you save time, money, and grow your business.
Great. They were both similar, but they definitely came from a different tone and a different approach. And I asked the exact same question, which was a super simple question. And then I love how it's talking about itself as in me, like why you should use me. So I thought that was just so fascinating. But there are so many different things you can do with AI. And again, like I said, it's going to be us all learning as we go. And I guess our advice for most of our clients and for our team is just start with using 1 or 2 things, learn how to do that, learn how to improve it, and then move on to use it for other tasks and other things that it can do to help you with your business.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like Kirsten said, just try it. Ask it some questions, throw out some ideas and see what it comes back with. And then as you go through your day about different tasks that you're doing and how it might be able to support you in whatever it is that you're doing or trying to create.
If you're interested in learning how you can use a marketing virtual assistant who's been trained to use AI tools, please feel free to reach out to us and book a call. We'll put a description in the link below. Or you can sign up for a guide that we have, which is called Double Your Income with a Marketing Virtual Assistant.
Thanks for listening to the Six Figure Business Mastery Podcast. If you enjoyed listening to this episode and you are ready to leverage video marketing on all online platforms, or maybe even start your own video podcast, then you need to check out the Done For You and Done With You program at themarketingvaadvantage.com and take your business to the next level.